Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. This, of course, one of the greatest shrines to European football, indeed, to football all over the globe. The Spotify Camp Nou here, pretty much bang centre in the Catalan capital. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Into the middle. And that's really well manoeuvred. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Ball quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, Erling Haaland.
Good effort from distance. Bellingham. Mbappe. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Decent hit! And it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Zaire Emery has a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Zaire Emery clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that has been cleared. Jordan are looking to go forward now. Zaire Emery, and now the hit! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And he's only too happy to take that back. And he's had a hit! Oh, another save.
Zaire Emery can only think of disappointment right now, but he'll get to appreciate just how good that save was.
Tries a header! Their attempt, just the wrong outcome. Koundé. Bastoni kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Kimmich. Milan do have a chance to counter here. He came in hard, very hard. Jordan leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Oh, that's well spotted. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And that could set him on his way. Alvarez! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, red, nice interception. Mbappe. Haaland. Approaching the half-hour mark. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Messi. Fermin. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Now it's Kimmich. That's a decent clearance. But they've got it again. Thinks one through. And he gets rid in a hurry. Great hit! So, third corner of the game. And he's there to clear it. Jordan have the chance to go the other way. Kimmich. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Ronaldinho looking understandably energised after his goal. He's looking to set free a runner. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Ronaldinho. Haaland. That is good alertness. It's a really well-measured ball. Very nicely done.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Good read, needed to be. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, terrific save from the... And it's half-time here. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And, well, there was a genuine flow about the game. Most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It's still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs.
Haaland! And again! Loose ball now, and in he goes again! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
His radar picked up on that very quickly, and he was first to react.
And it's Maldini. Looking for the run. Oh, perfectly measured that. Fermin. Now it's Messi. Oh, played right into his path. Alvarez. Corner. Here's their second corner of the game. Cleared without hesitation. And now a sudden chance to counter. Bastoni promptly onto that, and that is that. And the flag has shot a goal! And he hits the net! They have come roaring back!
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller. Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Bout of passing here. Alvarez! Oh, that was no routine save.
Alvarez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Bellingham gets it away. Oh, it's come loose. Fermin. Alvarez! Hits off target and by quite a way.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 22.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
El dorsal 10. El dorsal 16. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 92. El Sharawi.
Haaland. He's got away. Haaland! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Kimmich making good progress on the right-hand side. He is through here. And it's hoisted clear. Messi. Jordan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Ronaldinho. Costa Curta. Floated up and over. Zaire Emery is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. So what can they make of this?
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
And they're back on the ball again. And it's Al-Sharawi. Pedri. And the header! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Messi has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
He's through here.
Milan merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. That has ended up in no man's land. Chance to shoot, he's got the shot away! Oh, should have put that away.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
It's over the line, and that'll be a goal kick.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Milan making consecutive changes here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Rodri, that's headed upfield. Oh, no joy this time. Zaire Emery. Messi. And once more he proves rigid and robust. And that is that. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it.
What fantastic scenes here in Barcelona. This massive stadium, officially Europe's largest, and from what we understand, about to become even bigger than it is now.
So we're up and running. And he cuts out the supply. And he's gone looking for safety. Koundé spots it and intercepts.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Nuno Mendes climbs up big. No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Lobbed in behind. Rice cuts out the pass. And he's managed to get rid. Played out wide. David Villa. He gets big.
Well, as box office names go, Peter, David Beckham is right up there.
Yeah, he gets the turnstiles clicking, that's for sure, but footballing qualities?
Well, I think any defence is going to be nervous because of the sheer quality he can produce.
Especially over a dead ball.
Yeah, not just that, I think in open play he can deliver for fun too.
And he was alert to it. Rodri. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Koundé is offering some sort of an apology there.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Nuno Mendes. Kostic is in a really good position out wide. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's pulled back. That has been knocked clear. And reclaimed it in a trice. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Kostic clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Well, the defence have two choices. Deal with the man or deal with the space.
Oh, that's delightful. He is through here. That is good strength. And that's been well dealt with. And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. And they're back on the ball again. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. Gets his head to it! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. Now it's Ronaldinho.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Firmino looking to get on the end of this. Ronaldinho, he's had a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Now there's a fine ball. Cleared without... He'll try from distance. He'll want to be quick to recover this. And he's taking no chances there. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, that's a key interception.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
Rodri. And it's Ronaldinho. That's a nicely weighted pass. Beckham. David Villa running with the ball. Ball has bounced loose now. Goes down, but nothing given. Fermin. Marquinhos makes the interception. Well, there's the clearance. Nil-nil, but nevertheless a very decent game. Pass somewhat off target.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Oh, it's come loose. That pass has been well intercepted. Rodri getting this one clear. Kostic looking to run onto it. Fermin for Messi. Mendes is the guilty party there. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. There's the whistle for half-time. As if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. And we are up to the break.
Well, both sides have been full of effort, industry, endeavour, and the stats are screaming good things at us. So it's been a very good watch for the neutrals so far, and I'm really looking forward to what's to come in the second half. This could get unpredictable.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. So the first half brought no goals. Oh, what a climb! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by...
Can he finish? He's delivered all right!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree. Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Oh, and another try! He scores! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
And that has added up. Good effort from distance.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
He scored! And they're back in front. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho. Messi! He's missed, but not by that far.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 23, el dorsal 22, el dorsal 10.
Adams promptly onto that, and that is that.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 5, el dorsal 92.
Can he get it through? And he was quick to react.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Rice. And here's El Shaarawy. Oh, it's Ronaldinho! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, one sloppy lapse like that can do a lot of damage, and it was triggered by the closing down.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Bastoni tries to clear. It's their second corner of the game. It's a mighty effort! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Musiala actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Messi. He's looking to set free a runner.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Ronaldinho.
Jordan really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Well, that looks a good ball through. He can run onto that. And the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. No, that's been intercepted. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Ronaldinho. And here's Ronaldinho. El Shaarawy. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Now it's Mbappe. Batistuta. And that has been cleared. Pedri. Well, that's well spotted. Now it's Messi. Threads one in. And he's whipped it across. Pedri. Danger averted for now. That looks a good ball through. Now it's Batistuta. Has a goal! Really well taken goal. And surely now the result's beyond doubt. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly.
And time is up. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. What a throw in. And he's managed to gift it back. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And the pass is intercepted. Ronaldinho. Great chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
There's the golden nugget, that is Paul Scholes, one of the game's unsung heroes.
And nothing seems to change him. All that adulation, he's the same bloke.
Agreed, but on a world level, he ought to have higher status. But he's never been one for hugging the limelight. He just loves being the quiet assassin.
Batistuta. And here's Ronaldinho. Gets a good foot in there. Messi. And it's Ronaldinho. And he's intervened well there. Messi. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. Ronaldinho. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bastoni does well to get it back. Odegaard. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Neither side yet able to find the net. João Cancelo. Barcelona looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it.
And Batistuta! Oh, glorious! That is a special one! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Barcelona are in front. He just absolutely speared that in.
That is just the top drawer finish. He was always in control and couldn't have placed it.
Batistuta! Oh, he's been caught now. Oh, it's fallen loose again. And yes, it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
So that's two now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Oh, it's Batistuta. João Cancelo. Oh, that's well spotted. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Shapes to shoot! Goal!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
Nicely weighted ball. Well seen. Saw that coming. Half an hour played now. That has ended up in no man's land. He won't be happy with that one. Played over towards the opposite flank. Can he get it through? He's had a shot! And it's come back out to him. No surprise at all that this is the guy who's had such a positive impact.
Well, not only can a player of such high caliber show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Pedri. Now it's Messi. Alvarez. Messi. And Messi! They've done it! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
There's the shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Messi. Messi! And it's hit the woodwork and out! That was superb goalkeeping.
Ronaldinho actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Nice interception, well timed. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Batistuta.
2 minutos de descuento.
Odegaard. Batistuta tries to get it clear. And it's Messi. Jordan are looking to break at pace. Just eases him off the ball. Messi. Scholes. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Jordan come out of a half that has been quite extraordinary on many counts. High scoring, truly exciting, but neither side able to hold a lead. The midway point of the game.
Well, who would have expected both teams going in level after that? Lots of drama, and Peter, please don't ask me to pick a winner.
Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Changes made by neither side, from what we understand. Not the most accurate pass. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Look at the space here. He's had a hit! Azar does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Oh, can he get onto this? He's played him through. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Ronaldinho. That has not gone well. João Cancelo. Scholes has created one goal already. Upamecano. Rodri. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Looking for the runner. Now it's Ronaldinho. And here's Alvarez. Played out to the left flank. It's a sweet ball, that. Messi. Swings it across. That was always going to be the keeper's. Messi. Well, that pass isn't the best. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Azar. Nicely spread. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And they've got rid. Fermin. That is a brilliant interception. Messi. Scholes. He has found the way through. And that has left him in a heap. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their bench. It's loose now and they want to get it back.
El dorsal 7. Serán sustituidos por
Ronaldinho. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Wow, look who's involved.
Played out to the right. Takes aim and crosses. He's got all. Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Fiddles it through.
Serginho really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
João Cancelo makes the interception. Modric. Batistuta. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Serginho. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. Koundé. Pedri. 5 minutes left on the clock. That has been cut short. And it's Lewandowski. Now it's Ronaldinho.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Now it's Ricky Puig. Olise deals with that comfortably. Now it's Ronaldinho. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities, and neither willing to give in. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's...
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it.
What fantastic scenes here in Barcelona. This massive stadium, officially Europe's largest, and from what we understand, about to become even bigger than it is now.
And already we're underway here. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
And he's intervened well there. And it's Messi. That's beautifully weighted. Shapes to shoot! Marvellous goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
No, it's not getting there. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Now it's Owen. Owen, and the finish! And it's come back out to him.
Estoril would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
And that has been clubbed away. Jordan leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score.
Ronaldinho showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
He's had a shot!
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Rodri. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Koundé. Pedri in acres of space out wide. And he's had it nicked away. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Fermin. Rodri. Seedorf powering forward here. Seedorf. Seedorf! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
In with the challenge. Aims beyond the defence. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
He's shifting through the gears here.
Upamecano defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Messi. Out for a throw. Oh, easy pickings there. Fermin. Oh, super find. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. There's the hit! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Alvarez deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Time and again they are repelled.
Jordan are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
It's a sharp pass, quality ball.
Cruyff. Oh, that was vital. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Spread it left.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Struck first time. No, he's missed it.
Well, I think a little eagerness just got the better of him. He may have been thinking about back page headlines there.
Oh, played right into his path.
And he's... Alvarez! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Gullit gets it away.
Pedri! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Pedri actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Gullit, Upamecano kept his eye on it, and he's there. Messi.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Now it's Gullit.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
And there is the half-time whistle. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Jordan, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Jordan carrying a one-goal lead. Cruyff. And he's there to belt it away. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Now it's Gullit. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Ball is over the line. Now that's well seen too. No way through there. Ruben Diaz cuts out the pass. Owen! And Owen! Oh, that was no routine save.
Owen is offering a wry smile there. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now a sudden chance to counter. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Ruben Diaz cuts it out. Now it's Cruyff. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just...
Ronaldinho! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. He can run onto that. Picked out brilliantly. Shot a goal! And it's in! Estoril back on level terms.
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Koundé promptly onto that, and that is that. Beckham, oh, and he's through the middle. Lovely ball and a real chance, goes in for the header. Goal!
goal! Estoril! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 22.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
El dorsal 3.
Estoril get themselves into the lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
El dorsal
Thuram makes the interception.
El dorsal 21.
Lewandowski, and the shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Messi plays it short, into the box.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. Estoril choosing to make the first change. Oh, that was close. Providing an outlet on that flank. Rafinha. Oh, played through for the wide man. Oh, he couldn't quite make it.
Jordan really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Just no time to dwell on the ball there. Vieira. Totti. Oh, nicely intercepted. Rafinha. Looking, and the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
So there's going to be another change here.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
And he cuts out the supply, and he's hit it long. Vieira. Looking for options for movement. Spread out to the left. Now it's Lewandowski. And it's Lewandowski. Well timed, excellent interception. Rafinha. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, well played.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now? Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And now the breakaway. Now it's Owen. Engages and forces him off the ball. Back into the middle. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And now they can clear their lines. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Deep into stoppage time, and he was quick to react. Pedri. And we're done. Jordan pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Now, looking to orchestrate a counter. He's got away. Danger averted for now. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Ronaldinho. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Whistle's gone. That's a foul. Rafinha. Good, strong midfield running here. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on, and he's had a hit!
And he was there to get a vital touch. Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Messi, this is promising.
That is great defending, so alert.
Has a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Tries to get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. And he welcomes it in. Oh, good ball. Ronaldinho! And he's done it! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
Número 20.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Works it forward. Lewandowski. That's a decent clearance. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank. And he was alert to it.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Now that's well seen too. He's played him through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Mbappe. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Yeah, that's top defending in preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Now that looks a decent ball. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Pedri. Now it's Ronaldinho. Messi, Lewandowski, now it's Mbappe, has a go! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, we can't question the quality of the run. He'll have to answer for the rest.
Spread it left, and there's green grass ahead of him. Adams deals with that comfortably. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Jordan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
The most accurate pass. Oh, super find. Got a shot away. Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And it's Messi. Now it's Mbappe. He's gone forward. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Bastoni gets across to intercept that. Oh, that's clever. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Jordan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, no joy this time. Well, who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given.
Un minuto de recupero.
That is good strength. Ball swung in. Mbappe! he's there to belt it away. Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Jordan head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. There's the start of the second half. Jordan carrying a 1-goal lead. Yamal. A real chance if he can get through. Oh, he's in! And again! He's scored! They have pulled themselves right back into it.
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
Great header, made it look easy.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Inter Milan grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Serginho. And it's Messi. Rafinha.
That's good play from him.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And back it goes. And it's Messi. Now Mbappe. He's tried one! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. He's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And now a sudden chance to counter. Hakimi gathers from the goal kick. So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Chance to shoot now! And that has been cleared. Oh, he's fizzed it forward. Alvarez. Now it's Messi. Belts one. Zaire Emery. Messi. Messi puts his foot on the gas. And he's being shifted off it. That is a great pick out. He's through, now is he in? Well, that's surely a foul, free kick. The referee's come over. It's a red card. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, it's never nice to see something like that, is it? But that's what it says in the letter of the law. He's got to go.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 30.
So time for change.
Messi.
Messi! Oh, it's a beauty! About as smooth as it gets. And they've got their lead back. Oh, that is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
He's through, it's one-on-one. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Played through for the wide man. Messi, Alvarez. Hakimi. Aimed beyond the defence. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And that is masterful defending. And the shot! It's in! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Jordan take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
That has ended up in no man's land. And he cuts out the supply. And that could set him on his way. It's Ronaldinho! And more, and more, and more. And they are pulling clear here.
Jordan clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. And already we're underway here. Upamecano defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he's let fly. It's their first effort on goal.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that's magnificent!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
Jordan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Looking for the run. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Messi carries the ball down the right. Neymar. Upamecano getting this one clear. Ronaldinho. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Jordan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing.
Oh, what has happened here? And he's there to belt it away. Milan with the corner, there first. And he gets rid in a hurry. And now a sudden chance to counter. Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there. First quarter of an hour gone. Rodri, and that is a little undercooked. Mbappe! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Davis kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Upamecano with the clearance. Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
It's a pretty loose pass. Belling, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Law showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Ronaldinho. Good take by the keeper, he's read that well.
Milan clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
And he's in on goal. He's picked his way. Great hits. They've scored. Two up and threatening to pull clear.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Upamecano calmly anticipates. Alvarez. Law.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Now it's Mbappe. And there's green grass ahead of him. Bellingham. Ronaldinho. There's the shot! Ronaldinho! Really well taken goal. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
Taken back almost at once. Pedri. Jordan finding their passes. Neymar. And he cuts out the supply. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. That's a lovely, neat pass. Alvarez. Great chance! No mistake! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller. Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
This has become one superb game of football.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
And he's intervened well there. Bellingham. Vermeer. Shifted it to the flank.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. And there is the half-time whistle. Jordan playing their part in a real slugfest here. A glut of goals and nothing to suggest much is going to change. So we reach the halfway point.
We've seen some really terrific football in that half with the flow of goals. And of course there are mistakes, but I'm not in a mood to moan.
Terrific half. 4 goals split evenly. Beautifully set up for the second period to follow. So it's back to business. No changes at the interval from either side. It's a good run down the right. And that could set him on his way. Law was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Messi. Koundé for Messi.
And he's been shifted off it.
Now it's Mbappe. Messi. Law.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
And that was very necessary. Messi. Pedri. Alvarez.
Pedri.
Cannavaro. Bellingham. Neymar. Now it's Mbappe. Now that's well seen too. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And he's made sure that's not getting through.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
Davis deals with that comfortably. Well timed, excellent interception. Neymar. Can he spark a counter here? And big chance! Must be! Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. That'll be a throw-in. He is through here. Now the finish! Goal! Milan! And again they hit the front. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Milan get themselves into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more. He's through and all, and Messi! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's their second corner of the game. Defending of the desperate variety. Jordan have the chance to go the other way. Fermin. Well read, nice interception. And they've got a throw.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 7, Neymar. Numero 10, Messi. Numero 22, numero 9, numero 96.
Oh, good ball!
Lasciano in campo per il
Just
numero
about up to
11,
75
il numero
minutes.
47, il numero 13,
It's Ronaldinho.
il numero 66.
Very nicely done.
Il numero 91.
Ronaldinho.
Such good technique.
And he's there to retrieve it. Now who's going to be first to this?
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And that would have won it.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
Looking here to chip it through. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Lewandowski. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt
Just to David Villa!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Short changes him with that pass. Moved on forwards. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Foden. Chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
And it's Ronaldinho. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Nicely aimed pass. And they're quick to get it back. Lobbed in behind. And that is as far as it goes. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area. But the centre of their defence looked open and very, very unsafe.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. We have already started here. Messi, he's found a way through, and Messi, and it's a goal!
Can you think of a better way to have started this game? Talk about how to stamp your authority on things. You've just seen it.
That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. That's a little off target. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. It's a pretty loose pass. Vardiol. Lewandowski. David Villa. Ronaldinho. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Mbappe. Oh, he's been flattened there. And that should get the job done. Now it's Messi. Fermin. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Lewandowski. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Fermin.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He has found a way through. Messi. Heads it! No, not the best of headers.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Mbappe, out to the left it goes. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Can he put it away? And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Good read, needed to be. Looking for options for movement. And they win it back again. Messi. Lovely bit of skill. Pedri. Hits one! Jordan leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, he's found him in space. David Villa finds himself offside.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
David Villa. Kante cuts it out. He can run onto that. A lot of space ahead of him. Now the finish! Alvarez. So what can they make of this? He is through here. That's tidy. Oh, that was vital. Corner number 2 then. Messi with the short one. And here's Messi. Koundé. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's a key interception. Pirlo is offering some sort of an apology there.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
And he was alert to it. So, third corner of the game. Decent hit! Yildiz. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's well done, really robust.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Ronaldinho! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. He's got away. And the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Ronaldinho clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Conte. David Villa. And he's managed to get free. Now Pirlo. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And it's Pirlo. Well timed, excellent interception. And here's Lewandowski. Fermin. Now it's Messi. Can he latch on to this? Messi. Ronaldinho. And that is expertly dealt with. And we've reached half-time. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0. How would you review the first half?
Jordan merit their advantage on the balance of play. They did most of the probing and got their reward, although they should have a bigger lead. Could come back to haunt them.
Jordan head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Gets into some space. Crossed into the middle. Up he goes! Oh, just needed a better contact.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Messi. Pedri. Decent progress down the left.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And that's been won straight back. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Jordan have the chance to go the other way. That's been intercepted. Oh, there's a probing ball. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
The attendance for this match was 28,997.
Ronaldinho is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Messi. Pedri! Oh, the ball's run loose here. David Villa. He's in plenty of space here. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And it's Conte. Lovely ball and a real... Can he finish? Same again, same outcome.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
Kante kept his eye on it, and he's there. David Villa. Mbappe. And he's taking no chances there.
Yildiz really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ruben Dias closing in on the last quarter of an hour. David Villa. Ball is over the line.
Substitution on the field. Number 22, Robert Lewandowski.
Ronaldinho.
Number 7, David Villa. Number 4.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Torres.
Coming on the field.
Great hit! And that could have brought them level.
Rummenigge knows only too well how important the chance was. He snatched at it.
Torres. Substitution.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. El Shaarawy back into the middle. Can he finish? Long ball looking to counter. A heavy challenge. And he welcomes it in. He's in a great position. Jordan finding their passes. He is just caressing the ball. That's an excellent interception.
Jordan certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Jordan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, he's found support out wide.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Over to the left. Tries the cut back. Oh, well played, well played. And the referee brings it to a close. Jordan have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's taking no chances there. Busquets kept his eye on it, and he's there. David Villa. David Villa! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence. There they go, hunting again.
And the counter is on. He has found the way through. Philip Lahm, Jim Beglin, one of the greatest fullbacks ever, perhaps.
Oh, without doubt, Peter. He's definitely in that category when it comes to legendary players. I don't think I've seen someone as adaptable, as dependable, both going forward and having to get back too. Plus, he's got that excellent leadership he's always displayed, and he's won everybody's respect.
Yeah, and once described by one of the world's greatest managers as the most intelligent player I ever coached. Pedri is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
David Villa is wide and looking to get onto this. And there's green grass ahead of him. Bastoni deals with that comfortably.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he thumps it clear.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Jordan, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Alcantara. David Villa. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's Ronaldinho. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Can he get it through? Ronaldinho.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Well timed, excellent interception.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly. Messi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Half an hour played now. Besiktas take the lead.
Yeah, the pass was bang on and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
So we have our breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Time and again they are repelled. Oh, that's a key interception. Alvarez. David Villa. Rummenigge.
Jordan certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Fermin. That pass isn't the best. Fermin fiddles it through.
And through to the goalkeeper.
That's a good ball played into space.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
No, he's not getting past him there. David Villa, he's got away. Bastoni, Fermin, Alvarez.
And the first half is done.
So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And it's Messi. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And here's Alvarez. Shot a goal! And we have our very first corner. Messi moves short. Besiktas are looking to go forward now. Rummenigge. That's been cut out, well played.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
Beckenbauer. Jordan can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Aimed beyond the defence.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
Jordan still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Jordan finding their passes.
Ronaldinho. Well, they've got it again. Ronaldinho. It's Ronaldinho!
Decent enough try.
Ronaldinho certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Lam. He's through here. Can he finish? Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Koundé kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
Messi. Oh, well played, well played.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and...
Has a go! And yes, it's there! Do not write them off. Back they come.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Ronaldinho. Oh, Oh, shooting chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Into the last quarter of an hour. Oh, good ball. Rummenigge. And he was quick to react. Now it's Hullet. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Danger averted for now.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Hullet. Oh, that's fabulous. A heavy challenge. There will be a throw-in. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Jordi Alba. That has not gone well.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Substitution from Besiktas. Number 17, Hullet. Number 10, Platini.
Great defending, strong and determined.
Number 20,
That is a little undercooked.
Number 21, Schneider.
Pedri.
Substitution in progress.
Can he spark a counter here? Nicked it back promptly.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
2 added minutes has been
David Villa.
indicated.
Pass somewhat off target. That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Del Piero. Interesting ball. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. That's that, the end. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Ronaldinho! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
The timing of the pass and run was exquisite.
Oh, he's been caught napping! Just too much on that.
Nunez, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Jordan are looking to break at pace. Oh, he refuses to take the bait. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And the pass is intercepted. And it's played forward. Looking for the run. And here's the chance to counter. He is through here. Adams did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Alvarez. He's found a way. Can he finish? Goal! The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
That's just brilliant counter-attacking football, and as soon as possession was theirs, it triggered a move of devastating speed that was just too hot to handle.
So, a breakthrough already. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out. Jordan have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Saliba cuts out the pass. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Can he get it through? Oh, well played. Bayer getting this one clear. Now it's Darwin. Nunez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And they're quick to get it back. Ball's gone out of play. Kunde spots it and intercepts. He's shifting through the gears here. Nicely aimed pass. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's in here! Saliba gets it away.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he's made sure that's not getting through. That has not gone well. That's a look and place it forward. Gently done. Oh, no joy this time. Upamecano. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Ronaldinho has found the net here, of course. Played into space out wide. Muscular approach does pay off here. Somewhat off target. Ronaldinho.
There they go, hunting again.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And we hit half-time. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0. Some first-half thoughts?
Jordan clearly are benefiting from their homework. They've dealt with anything that's been thrown at them and have been smart on the break.
Jordan lead by 1-0 at half-time. It's been a good display from them so far. A stable start to the game, and they are in a goodish place. First half is behind us, and the score is currently 1-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Jordan really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Played back in. Rafinha. He's going to be disappointed with that. Koundé. No, that was never going to make it. And he has been fouled there. And they win it back again. Abiati comes out and deals with it. Jordan have reclaimed it. Bellingham could move up a gear here. Looking for the runner. Now it's Messi. So what can they make of this? He has found the way through. Ronaldinho. Jordan are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Ronaldinho. They're urging him to shoot. And the finish! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 6.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Fermi is sporting a guilty look after that.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Haaland! And he's taking no chances there. Great chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Rafinha clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Messi can get it clear. And the volley. Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 3.
It's their second corner of the game.
15. Numero 25. Lasciano il campo per il numero 17. Il numero 4.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
It's a pretty loose pass. He's played him through. He's picked Rafinha! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, we can't question the quality of the run. He'll have to answer for the rest.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, he'll be annoyed with himself for not getting there. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Zaire Emery. Passing is crisp and sharp. Can he latch on to this? The referee has given a corner. So, third corner of the game. And the shot! It's a loose ball. And he's following up! No mistake! There seemed no way back, but they are level! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, that goal just serves to give them the momentum and psychological edge now at this stage, but for me, they've got to chase a winner.
Taken back almost at once. Messi, oh, just skip, he's got the shot away! And he's quick to get it clear again. And he's had a hit! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Well, there's the clearance. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And he was quick to react.
Jordan showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Oh, he's through the middle. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. That's a decent clearance.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Lobbed in behind. Now it's El Shaarawy. It's El Shaarawy! And that is doing no harm at all.
Il quarto uomo indica 4 minuti di recupero.
We are into stoppage time. Messi providing an outlet on that flank.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Not the most accurate pass. He's looking for the runner here. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Jordan finding their passes. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And that has been clubbed away. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle.
Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing.